Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. I got a bunch of flywheels here. This one here I sanded to see where I was at with it. This one belongs to Lyle. I'm rebuilding his engine right now. We've got a pretty heavy ridge right here, and it's super slick. I don't like how a clutch would grab on that one. Another guy came in with this one today. This has just been sitting. He's putting his own engine together and stuff. Wants me to resurface the flywheel. And yet a third one came in today. And this one I already machined. I think you can see how nice the finish is on that. Now you've seen me machine these on the mill with a flywheel stone and coolant and stuff. And it does heat it up quite a bit. That's why we got to use the coolant on it. Today we are going to cut these two on the brake lathe, and I've got an old Amco, and in the instructions there's quite a bit of information on how to cut flywheels. It is something that shops do. This one here, I knocked a pilot bushing out of this one, and it just fits over the shaft. If it was a different vehicle and stuff, a lot of times this is a lot bigger, and they make adapters where you can put that on the shaft and fasten your flywheel real good. We don't have that luxury with these L and F head flywheels, so we'll go over to the brake lathe, and I made an adapter to fit in here. That'll squeeze it nice, and then we will take a nice light pass here and give a good finish. Like on this one, that clutch will grab and bite right onto that nice. It's not super slick like that one. We won't get any slipping or anything like that. So this is the kind of finish we're shooting for. So let me get the tripod. We'll set up over at the brake machine. Okay guys, I'll try and stay out of the way and show you how we go about this. We're on the machine that cuts the rotors. Right next to it I got the drum machine, but I turned up this adapter here, and that fits tight inside the flywheel and properly on the shaft. Now we just gotta pinch that down. Try and stay out of the way here, but we put our spacer on there. That's that little squishy rubber guy here, take out any vibration, and then finally the nut. Okay, we'll get that tightened down. Okay, we're going to come in with our cutting tool. And we'll get that adjusted. We're going to take a light skim cut on this, see where we are. If we need another cut, we'll take another cut. We'll get everything locked down here, and I'll try and get the camera set up in a better spot so you can see the actual cutting. Okay guys, that's what the setup looks like. I'll try and get you in close here. I'm just going to go real slow, take a light cut. If we need to take two cuts, no big deal. There's no real hard spots in this one. It's just it just hasn't been turned in a while, and the clutch started wearing down into the flywheel a little bit, and you never really want that. You want to start out fresh. We got a new clutch that came on this engine, so we want to keep it running and grabbing real good. So we turn the machine on. And we're just going to take about 2/1000ths off there and see if we get that ridge out of there. just starting to cut, and we'll see what kind of, if we get it cut all the way around, what kind of finish we're going to get on that. Hopefully that'll cut all the way out for us, but we'll see what the flywheel looks like. You can just start to see it cutting. We're just getting a little bit of nice finish in there. Looks like it's cutting all the way around perfectly. And it's going to be kind of slow, so I won't bore you with the whole process here. But basically it's just feeding. It's just feeding out. And I've got it on a slow speed. And we're not worrying about doing this in a hurry. We just want to get it perfectly flat. And that's how we're going to cut this one. It leaves a real nice finish when you have your speed right, and everything is clamped down perfectly. So I'll be back with you in a little bit and show you how it's coming. Okay, you can see we're progressing. It's taking a nice full cut off there. There's no chatter, there's nothing. The nice thing about cutting it on the brake machine is there's absolutely zero heat being put into that flywheel. Even with the coolant, the way I do it on the milling machine, it does get a little warm. There's no heat at all going into this, and it's coming out absolutely perfectly flat. And I'll show you with a straight edge when it's done how perfectly flat it is. But no heat at all going in there. And one of these days I'll come across an actual flywheel grinding machine. But I haven't found one yet, and I'm just trying to show you guys different ways of doing things. And this isn't the most common way of doing it, but all brake machines always had a way, or in their instruction manual you see a way for cutting flywheels. These machines are designed to cut cast iron, rotors and brake drums, things like that, and they do a very good job of it. And we're taking a very light cut. And I'll show you the finished product when we're done. Hang in there, we'll just let it finish cutting. Okay guys, we're just getting ready to come off the flywheel. Just a tiny bit left to go. And like I say, you can put your hand on that. Absolutely zero heat into that unit. Just coming off now. Everything is turning nice and true. No problem going over the bolt holes. Everything worked out nice on that. There she is. Okay, I think you can see on this one all these hot spots basically. Somebody really was abusing that clutch. We're going to take another light pass to get out of there. We don't want to start out with a surface like that. It's just going to lead to glazing over your clutch disc or slippage down the road. So I'm going to take another maybe 2/1000ths off this, and hopefully we'll get rid of all those spots right there. So it's just a process. You just gotta do it, clean it off, see where you're at. So we're gonna make another run on this one. Okay guys, there is 4/1000ths of material removed from there, and you see we got rid of all those hard spots. And like I say, you don't want any of those in there because you're going to feel that when you're engaging your clutch. It's not going to feel like it's biting like it is on a nice, freshly machined surface. So you don't want to glaze over your clutch real fast, and you don't want hot spots in here. You're just going to slip your clutch. So that is 4/1000ths of material, like I said, and we have a perfect finish on there. I'm going to take this one back over to the bench. I'm going to pop that CJ5 on here, the CJ5 flywheel, and get that one done. He's on his way over to grab that one. So let me get that one finished up, and we'll head back over to the bench and look at all three when they're done. Okay guys, there goes the CJ5 flywheel. We're just starting to cut that guy now. It's a 2,000 step to cut. Looks like it should clean up the whole thing, but we'll find out when it gets to the end. I'm a little behind schedule today. We got a new piece of machinery in here. I'll take you over and show it to you. It's just starting to rain out. Like the rabbits are coming around. Just starting to rain. And I just got this inside. This is a honing machine. I know it's kind of dark. Like I said, I just had to quick get it off the truck and bring it inside. Still in the crate. But hopefully we can get this out tomorrow and get it set up. There's the head. There's some stones in there. This is going to recirculate the oil for me, make it a lot easier for honing engine blocks now. And like I said, I was hoping to get it uncrated, but we'll probably do that tomorrow. And I'll show you that when it's set up and when we're doing the next block with it. But let's head back over to the flywheel and see how it's cutting. Okay, it looks good, but if you can see, right as it's going around, you can see there are some hot spots where the clutch overheated. You can see them coming around there. It'll be easier to see when I shut it off, but we're going to have to make another pass on that. So you just don't know until you start cutting what you're getting yourself into. Same thing when you're grinding them. You watch those spots come right up, and you want to make sure you get them out. Like I say, we're only 2,000ths on this one, and we should be able to clean it up in another 2. Okay, so we got Lyle's there, and we got our CJ2A here, and this one I just want to point out, this one has been upgraded already from the tapered dowel pins to the shoulder bolts, so very specific for that particular engine. And you can see the diameter of that hole compared to the tapered pins that go in that hole. But these two are ready to go, and we'll just keep chipping away at that CJ5. Okay, look what we got on this guy here. We barely even hit right there, and we've got a lot of hot spots in there. And this is why I like to turn all the flywheels. I get a lot of engine rebuilds in here with new clutches on and flywheels that look like this or even worse. And it's important that you start out fresh. If you want a good clutch and you want it to feel good and you want it to last a long time, you've got to start out with a flat flywheel, no hot spots, and no low spots like that one. So we took 2,000ths on that. We found out the information we needed. Now we're going to take another 2 and see if we can clean everything up right there. Okay, we are on our 3rd pass on this CJ5 flywheel, and you can probably pick it up in the rotation there. Whoever had this Jeep was really slipping the clutch, or really overheated the clutch a few times. We're trying to get the last of the hot spots out, and I'm into good material now. It's just the heat affected zone went pretty deep in there. I'm at 5,500 of material removed here, and I'm going to call it quits here. I like what I'm seeing. It's cutting nice and true. We do have the ghost of some heat marks there, but we are into good material. So 5,500 is going to do it on this one, and we'll let it finish out, and then we'll take a look at the 3 of them on the bench. Okay guys, here's our 3 flywheels machined. We got Lyle there on the left, got that CJ2A in the center, and that CJ5. You can still see the ghost of some of the hot spots there, but like I say, I'm into good material. When you have a glazed over area like that, you can feel it with your finger if it's good or not. That's just the heat that's soaked down in there. So that'll be a good serviceable flywheel. The main thing is it's flat now, and before, when you saw the first cut, it was putting the cover probably 3/1000ths out of whack, and I'm sure that was engaging the clutch a little screwed up there, and slipping the clutch or off-roading, or I don't know what they were doing with that one. They really overheated that one. But they're all finished and they all came out good, and they are perfectly flat with the straight edge on there. You can't even get a 0.5 feeler gauge under there. So if you want a good feeling clutch, you have to start out with a good flywheel. So don't be afraid to take it to your local shop. They put it on the grinder. Most people do it on the grinder. I'm just trying to show you guys different ways of doing things. You've seen me do it on the mill, and now you've seen they come out very nice on the brake machine. So for those of you that have brake machines, you can now turn flywheels with a little creativity. So that's all I have for you today. I'll be back with you when we get that honing machine set up, and as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.